I think the role of the engineer has changed a lot, and that's a good thing for all of us. I go back to, multiple 2-inch machines doing 48 tracks, 96 tracks, 4 machines synced together, 2-inch tape. And it was a time when everybody had a producer, everybody had another person, even if they didn't do music, they were produced by someone. Back in the day, that's how it was done. When hip hop came in, a lot of that changed, and then technology obviously changed. So we go to the digital format, it's changed a lot of things. It's changed a whole lot of areas where a track really isn't produced. A lot of times it's produced by us engineers. Kind of. We don't get the credit, but it ends up dropping in our lap. The producer, the guy that did the beats, which is either a beat maker or a producer, gives us the track. We do the drops. We put the vocals in. We work with the vocalist. We arrange the track. We mix it. Yada yada yada. Boom boom boom. The track goes out, and they say, "Oh look, he mixed it, and here's the producer getting 3 points." Yeah. So there's some gripes with how things go today for us engineers, of course, but that's kind of what the state of affairs. It's not so clear cut anymore. And the engineers are becoming much more integral in your sound because we know all the tools that can make all the unique individual things, which makes us very important. If you're learning with your producer, you're learning with your artist, and you're teaching your artists the things you know when you're going, you're making a better product overall. You give up your knowledge, make it better for people out there. Make it easier for them to know when they come in, you got to say, look, man, what's this track bullshit you got from this place, man? Like, why shouldn't it be like this? And now isn't it your responsibility to know it should be like this, so that when you leave, your shit doesn't sound messed up, and then you come here, I got to fix it, but that's fine, I can fix it, but it's going to cost you money. Well, do it up front. Make sure you say, hey, look, man, it should be like this, this, and this. So learn your trade too. The artist needs to learn their trade too. But it's our job. I think we all do that. We all teach the artists that come up, and the producers teach us. Sometimes artists teach us. Well, over time, I got into liking to start the mix off by myself. I've got into that because I need to get my head around it. It's like painting a picture for me. It's a canvas. So first, I got to go flush my brain. So just knock what's off in it, and then I got to look at the canvas and start with a blank canvas. Then I see the music in colors, and then I'm able to put all the canvas pieces in it. The problem is with the client there sometimes for me is that the client will be saying, the snare is not, I'm working like 8 steps ahead of the game. I'm working on this string line or something. Man, the snare got to come up. Snare got to come up. Man, I'm getting there. Snare got to come up. No, dude, I'll bring the snare up, man. I'm on something else. Okay, but the snare got to come up. Okay, it's like, wait a minute. So for me, it's just being able to do that. And then at that point, when I kind of get the canvas out of my brain, then I want the interaction. Then I want to, let's play with it. Now what do we got to do? Now how do you feel about it? How you feel about the paint? Is it the right direction? Is it the right tint? Is it the right color? Boom, and then hit it. That's really the time we really get together and put the brains together when it's kind of out there. Mixing and mastering are 2 different things. Please do not confuse the 2.
Completely different.
You mix a mix, and it's not mastered when you finish it. And if you squash it to the walls to say that, hey, it's mastered enough, you can put it on the radio, then you're fucking up, because that's not true. You leave it room to breathe, let the mastering process bring out the volume and the other things out of the mix. So for me to do the transition to mastering, it's 2 different hats. If I get 10 songs in and I only mixed 1 of them, and there's another song in that batch that's kicking, I'm gonna go off that song. I'm not in love with my shit. You can't have an ego about this stuff. The best song wins. And so you can pick that, and then you can bring everything up and match everything to the best song. In my estimation, that's the way you should go. But mastering is one of those special arts that a half a dB is as big as 15 dB in mixing. A half a dB can make that big of a difference in mastering. You have to have the ear to do that. But the fact is, you want a better sounding song, use better sounding people. Use people with ears, use people that have skills, people that have reputations. And your reputation is everything. Your reputation is everything. You keep getting better, everybody around you keeps getting better, and so people do pick out better sounding material, and that's how you get business. A better sounding production is a better sounding production, hands down.